Do you want to create something new in your life? Are you tired of making the same choices, frustrated with the outcome? We all know the famous quote by Albert Einstein that says, "Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result." Together, we are going to muster up the courage to take new actions so we can create a new result in our life. We are going to get rid of those old patterns for good. Hey guys, my name is Samantha and I am a Christian personal development coach. In this video, we are going to be tackling how to stop repeating the same patterns over and over again, otherwise known as cycles, particularly negative cycles. Breaking familiar patterns really comes down to habits. Habits are fabricated into our daily lives. A habit is defined as a settled or regular tendency or practice. They're hard to break because we've been programmed to think, act, and do things in a certain way over time. And we are the ones who create our habits. Habits are a predisposition, meaning we do them automatically with little to no thought. But all hope is not lost because habits can be changed. The first thing you got to do is to identify old patterns and habits. What do you really want to change? You probably already have an idea of what you want to change, but you've got to be very specific. You may think, well, I eat really poorly, I want to change my diet. But that's really broad. What do you want to change in your diet? What specifically are you staying away from? What are you adding to your diet? You have to be specific. Vague ideologies, vague thoughts are not going to get us the results that we want. To change anything in your life, you have to be honest and aware of what you want to change and how you want to change it. Write down the specific areas in your life that you want to change. Identify specific patterns that happen in your life over and over again. This could also include thought patterns. Maybe you have a negative way of thinking and you want to change that. Maybe you want to reprogram your mind. Maybe you want to get more sleep. Maybe you want to exercise and get more fit. But you must write it down on paper. Seeing it in black and white makes it real. It puts it right in front of you and it puts things into perspective. By writing it down, you can see for yourself the old patterns that need to be changed in your life. And you need to create a plan to change it. I've created a free downloadable workbook for you. It includes important questions to ask yourself that will help you gain clarity. I've also included a list of powerful habits of the world's most successful people, and you can start them today. Click the link in the description to get your free download. Now, when you see it on paper, like I mentioned, you have to create an action plan. It's not enough to be vague. You have to write it down and you have to be very clear about what you're going to do and what you're not going to do anymore. So, what are you no longer going to do? What are you going to start doing? Woo, baby! All right. What things do you have to avoid that will cause you to return back to those old patterns? You may find that the reason you're participating in this old pattern is because of an old belief system or some trauma in your life or an old wound. If that's the case, healing is essential and requires your immediate attention. If there's a psychological belief within you or an old wound that hasn't healed, you are going to keep going back into those patterns because you haven't healed the root of the problem. You can talk to someone close to you, or you can get professional counsel from a counselor, a coach like me, or someone who you trust. If you'd like to consult with me, the link is also in the description box below. Now that you've created an action plan, you are going to take small steps towards that goal. You're going to be very intentional and very specific. And you're going to give yourself grace when you mess up. Because the reality is, we're human and we slip up and we are perfectly imperfect. So give yourself grace when you do mess up, when you don't hit the mark, because 100% every day doesn't look like 100% every day. Sometimes it looks like 60%, sometimes it looks like 70, sometimes it looks like 35. But start small and take small actions. For example, if you want to clean up your diet, maybe you start drinking more water. Maybe you reduce the times that you eat outside that are unhealthy. Maybe you cook more meals at home. Maybe you stop drinking soda. There's a lot of small things we can do and small steps we can take towards a happier, healthier life. And it doesn't require a lot of massive change. It really only requires a couple of things that we do differently. And from there, we can continue to add and refine as we need to. Every time you take small actions, you are breaking off the old ones and creating new, better habits. Remember that no one has the power to change you but you. Today is an incredible day to start something new. Remember to get your free download in the description box below. And like I said, if you need help and you want to counsel with me, the link is also in the description box below, and our first meeting is absolutely free. Thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate it. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!